my guy. But I seen all of y'all down there on 112th and shit. You know, my old stomping grounds and shit. I seen everybody down there, Deb, kicking out mad money and shit. She really rolling with the millionaires. That was dope. I like that. But today's topic is about family. You know, what do you consider family? Like, what is family? What do you consider family? Should you shy away from family? Like, should you deal with the family bullshit? Like, what should you do? Like, dealing with family. You want to hear y'all comments. Like, what do you consider as family? Friends? Like, someone that came out of your mother's womb? Like, who? Talk to me. We want to know, y'all. Right? And Sean, what do you consider as being family? Like, what do you look at family as? Yeah, that thing hurt.
I consider family somebody that's there for you no matter what. It don't have to be blood-born, none of that. Like, if you there for me in a time of need and the love is unconditional, we family. And they don't have to do nothing with us being birthed by the same people or us having the same blood running through us.
Right.
Loyalty make you family.
Loyalty make you family. So what do you consider loyalty, like, as far as like with family? What do you consider loyalty?
As far as family or just period?
Like, I mean, so whoever you consider as family, like, you know, you're saying family, I'm saying to you, like, basically whatever you consider as family, you consider somebody being loyal as being family, right?
Yeah,
so,
like that
loyal,
person like loves you unconditionally. No matter what y'all go through, that person is still gonna be there for you and care for you the same way, whether you right or wrong. Like, they just love you, good and bad. Like, that's family.
So what about when that person, like, what if that person like changes? Like, what if that person does something like, you know, different to piss you off, you know, like curse you out and stuff like that? Like, what if that person
still
do
my
that?
family. I just don't like you at the moment, but you still my family. And even if I don't like you, if you going through something, I'm right there because I consider you family. And if I consider you family, I love you unconditionally, regardless of what we going through. Now, if we going through things and then I consider you not to be my family anymore, I never loved you. I loved you on conditions. I loved you because you made me feel a way, or I loved you because you gave me something, or however it went. That I loved you on condition. So I wouldn't consider that my family member. My family member is someone that loved me unconditionally, regardless of what I say, what I do, anything like that. Like, you can love your family from a distance, but that is, you understand that is still your family. And if things go bad, you're there.
So should you try to, like, honestly, like, fix things with family?
Yeah.
Like, even with people that you feel that, you know, you feel your family. They're not
if
your
I consider
biological
you my family in any kind of way, I'm gonna try to fix it. Like,
right.
Regardless of how we call each other family. You could just be my best friend from since we was kids and stuff. I consider you family, and if like, you know, I'm telling you that you're my family, I'm gonna be there regardless. Like, I'm gonna try to fix whatever we going through. Like, if it's unfixable, I still love you, but I'm gonna keep my distance.
Right. All right, that's cool. That's understandable.
Because family is family. Like, you don't consider somebody your family and then just stop loving them. That ain't family.
So what about when you have your family there, like you have your family, but then you're just like, the family is being like rude, like disrespectful and stuff to you. Like, just say
you love them from a distance. That is still your family.
What if it's hard to do that? What if you have to, like...
It's not hard. You love them from a distance. You don't have to deal with that person. But that's your family. That, like, you love that person. You once loved that person. That's your family. Like, deal with them from a distance.
So should
love
you
them from a distance? Because if you saying that this is your family and you love that person, you can't just stop loving that person, right?
I mean, unless you have I guess.
I'm talking about as far as family, not a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
But no,
family.
right, yeah. As far as family, yeah, you shouldn't stop. But I mean, I have felt like, use myself as an example. I have felt like, my family, people in my family, kids and aunts and cousins and stuff, like didn't love me unless I was like a certain type of person. So and what I mean by that, like, you know, God blesses us to be in certain places in our life, right? But like, if I don't move the way that family want me to move, then I'm a bad, evil person and I'm not family.
That's why you deal
so
with them
when you deal, right? So you know, sometimes it's hard to just deal with.
You my family. I love you. I wish you the best of luck in life, and that's just that. Like.
So you
but it's family. I just feel like family. You never completely just disregard them. I don't care what that person do. That is your family. Love them from a distance. You can keep them away from you. Keep it at bay. But at the end of the day, that's your family. And the way that I was like, you know, taught and stuff like that. Family is all you got. Your family is your family. Like whatever y'all go through, y'all have to fix it because we only here one time, and we gotta cherish what we have at that moment. And if things is not going right, okay, I'm gonna keep my distance, but I still love you. Like, I love you. I tried to right the wrongs. You know in your heart that you did your best. You tried your best. It clearly wasn't good enough for the other person in the family. Then, okay, you know you tried to right your wrongs. So it's like, now what? Like. Yeah. You still should love that person because that person is your family, especially
no matter what.
If you have the same blood running through you, or if you ever consider that person your family, period. Even if they not blood, if you consider that person your family, if once in your life you called that person your sister, brother, cousin, something, and y'all had a connection to where it was like a family, you should continue to love that person as a family member. But if it's like where you cannot deal with that person, keep them at bay, but still continue to love that person.
Right.
Because if you don't, then you really never love that person. You love them on conditions. You love them for what they was doing for you, around you, or with you.
So today's topic, this is Ashanti, y'all. This is why I love when she here, y'all. You know what I mean? We get the woman's point of view. So today's topic is about family. So Tata, if you want, you could chime in. You could come on a video.
Hey, cousin.
Also, yeah. And listen, you guys come in, chime in. If y'all stay on the video for about 5 minutes, you know what I mean? It's a $20 giveaway. All right. So just 5 minutes, y'all stay up here on the video. It's a $20 Cash App giveaway. I will send it to your Cash App. You send the Cash App to me, and I'll send it to you. All right. So, she said, hey, cuz. But today's topic is about family. And, like, what do family mean to you? Who do you consider family? Like, how would you treat family? Would you run away from family at the times of trouble? Would you stand and help them? Like, what would you do with family? This is what we trying to figure out, right? So, getting back to what you were saying, right? Like, with family, I mean, in some cases, family make it hard for you. Family make it to where you don't want to deal with them in no way.
Family
sometimes.
is the ones that do the most
like,
to you. But like I said, at the end of the day, that is your family. You have to love them, good, bad, right, wrong.
So look,
regardless, you have to love them. You don't have to deal with them, but you have to love them. That is your family. You have the same blood connection, something in some kind of way, and you just have to love them, regardless of what.
So
I love you, but I don't like you.
But
you know how people say that?
Like,
I love you, I just don't like you. Yes, family. I love you, I just don't like you. And I'm going to deal with you from a distance.
All right, so what if it's in the sense of, like, you being molested by a family member, right? Family. See, family sometimes is the devil. Just hear me out, right? They the ones that pull you down, the ones you consider family also. So it's not just like my blood family. It's also about the people that's around me that I consider family. Right. Some people are leashes, and when I say leashes, it's not just leashes for money. It's just leashes for your energy, your soul, your spirit, right? And if you allow it, then they'll drain you of it until you have no more of it, and then you messed up, right? So sometimes family, like saying in the sense of male and female, molested, right, by a family member. What do you do in these situations? Like your mother or father, like not there the way that you wanted them to be there, right? What do you do in these situations? They smoke crack or something, right? Like they got things that boundaries and that they can't overcome in life, right? What do you do with that parent? What do you do with that family member? Because see, this is the thing that I'm talking about. Like stuff like this, right? Like then another question to it. Like you have someone in your family that is doing something that is productive, something that is meaningful in life, right? But instead of following that lead, you choose to follow a different lead that can get you caught up. What do you do in these situations right here?
Like you can't force people to grow up. Everybody grow up at different times, and regardless of what that person is going through, just still love them. You really just don't have to deal with that person, but it's just like okay, you still just all right. I'm here for you, like not even so much of being there for you. Like I love you. I love you regardless of whatever you decide to do in your life. Because do you hinder your you're hindering your blessings by even giving that person that energy, like even being angry with that person, holding a grudge and all of that. That person still has some type of hold on you if you're gonna be angry with them for what they did. Right. And then you hindering your blessings because you holding on to something that's like nothing, and they draining your energy from that. So you forgive, and move around. I love you, but I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to be around you. None of that. But I love you. Like, and as far as like being molested and stuff like that, and everything, you develop a hate for that person. But it's just like, okay, you know what? Clearly, you're not right in the head. Stay away from me. I want nothing to do with you. I love you, but it's just this is. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work.
Basically, my answer.
Because you're gonna hold that grudge.
You just answered it, basically. So basically, even if it was dealing with molestation or whatever the situation is, dealing with family, you're still gonna forgive them because it's family, and you're trying to show them that family means everything to them, basically to you. Because like that is deep, right? Like, not to get like personal with the situations, but it is deep how a person, like, because it could be a person in the family that went through these type of things and still want to forgive the person that actually caused this pain, because this is pain that could have been caused for a long time within a person's life. You understand? So yes, you forgive. God allows you to heal.
Yes, and to have a better life without all of the grudges and the confusions and everything. Because like if you love that person and that person is your family, you're gonna love them forever. Regardless of what. Like, okay, yeah, you hurt me, but you my family. I love you from a distance. I just I just don't want to deal with you. Like, but I love you.
Right.
Because you my family. Family is everything. Like, well, that's how I feel. Family is everything. And regardless of what we, like, I'm not saying, like, it's okay for you to do things to your family, and I'm not justifying nothing that people have done within the family, but you love them regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to
that's your family. Okay, I love you. You don't have to forgive them. That's up to you to forgive if you want to. But I feel like when you don't forgive someone, you're holding on. You're holding on to a grudge, and you're hindering your blessings because, you're not allowing yourself to get past it. You still living in that, and that's still draining your energy because you continuing to hold on to it.
Right.
So you forgive the person and leave them alone. Send them on their way.
Right.
I forgive you. I love you. Keep your distance. I want nothing to do with you.
Right. So I get
forgive and love.
I get so right. Priscinda, that's right. That's right, little cuz. Forgive and love, because
that's. Said I agree.
That's what it's about.
I don't agree. That's my.
See,
opinion.
Today's topic, y'all, is about family. Like I said, once again, if you guys log in, y'all guys FaceTime, all y'all gotta do is just like stay up there for about 5 minutes, talk. We looking to see y'all come in. Stay up there 5 minutes, talk. We sending y'all $20 cash app giveaway, right? We talking about family, what it means to y'all. This is my daughter right here. This is my daughter. Hey, that's my niece right there. You know what I mean? So look, I got her right here. So you gotta be on the lookout because somebody else might want to FaceTime also.
Wait, but
right?
All right, let her talk.
Gag. So what you want to say about
she
family?
Don't agree.
You don't agree? Yeah, talk. Explain it.
I just don't agree with Shanti because if I don't fuck with you, I don't love you.
You said, say that again? Let me just close it.
Said, if I don't fuck with you, I don't love you.
Okay. So in a way, I kind of agree with what you said. I understand what you're saying, right? If you don't mess with them, if you don't fuck with them, you don't love them. But that's not in all cases, niece, right? See, in your case, I understand why it's in your case, right? That you feel the way that you feel. Today is about family, y'all. We trying to get all of y'all to come in and talk. It's a $20 cash app giveaway. Y'all stay up here on the video 5 minutes. All y'all gotta do is just send us y'all cash app on the DM, and we'll send y'all the $20 from there. All right, but it's about family, and what you're saying is it depends on what you're going through. It depends on what you can take from what you can take dealing with family, right? Ashanti is able to deal with a lot of stuff with family. Myself is also willing to deal with a lot of stuff with family also, right? It's what the person themselves choose to want to deal with when it comes to dealing with family, right? Because if you're in a situation to where a family member molested you, or a family member talked to you in a way that is just like ridiculous, right? Or treated you in a way that was like not good, then yeah, in some cases it's hard for you to forgive. Sorry. But in other cases, it depends on who you are, right? It depends on your heart. It depends on your soul, right? It depends on how you feeling, honestly, to make it to whether you forgive or not. Coco, you can read, you're reading this stuff up there with Rambo, right? If you can see it, right? So the thing is that like at the end of the day, you just, it's about who you are as a person. I've been through things with family where I have forgave the family for some stuff.
Yeah.
Like my brother, example, but I'm not gonna get into that, right? But my brother, example, forgave, right? You want to read it? What he's saying?
He said family is family is a very touchy subject, especially when there has been major disloyalty displayed.
Rambo, you could log on too. You can send us a video. Y'all all can be up here together. So if you want, you could chime in on the video also, Ram. Right? Like we want y'all to chime in on it. We want y'all to come in and talk about it. All right? But it is. Again, say what you were saying is.
No, I was saying that is true. And that's why I said that. I feel like, like when it's your family and you once loved that person, you continue to love them. You just don't deal with them anymore. You keep your distance from them. You just don't deal with them anymore. Like the love don't stop. Like, all right, whatever. Like I still love you as my family. It's you gotta click.
Oh, because Rambo is trying to get on. That's why he don't know.
But no, what I was saying, you still love them. Like, okay, I still loved you because I once loved you before. When you love somebody, it don't just fade away. You don't just like stop loving that person.
No,
like,
but see, okay, so it depends on like, so look, in family, like I said, it depends on what you went through dealing with family, right? Because like in these situations, right, it's about the way she was being dealt with, being handled. You understand? Which I understand.
Right. So it's like okay.
Stuff, right?
So it's like okay. Yeah. I love you, but I just want nothing to do with you. I don't love you in a sense of like we can ever be. All right, so look, we can ever coincide.
Let me say this.
My heart to keep my heart pure.
So
like yes,
let me say
you.
this.
You
right?
are my family. We have the same blood running through us. But I just want nothing to do with you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want you around me. We cannot co-assign like in the same area or anything like that. Probably because we already got Takia up here.
I thought we could do like more than one person up here, Coco.
It's with iPhone.
That's only with the
iPhone.
aisle?
That's the host, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. So Ram, just give us a second, then we'll figure it out. Next time we'll have it worked out. All right. But the thing is that like when you doing like family, you dealing with family. It totally depends on the situation. It totally depends on other people. Just say me as your father, right? If I treated you in a way of calling you out your name, I'm calling you a female dog, cursing you out, like treating you like if you're someone in the street.
Mm-hmm.
How like really? How do you forgive me? Me beating you, like wanting to beat you up,
see, now,
like
as far
loving.
As forgiving,
You love. How you gonna love? How you loving somebody
you.
like that?
I would never forgive you. It's just like before we went through all of that, I loved you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You loved me, right?
Yeah.
We went through things, and it changed my love. I don't have to forgive you. Like I don't have to forgive you at all. I don't have to be around you or none of that. In order for me to keep my blessings and keep my heart pure, like I still love you, you my family, whatever. I just want nothing to do with you. I want you away from me.
Right, but
that's just that.
I agree with what Rambo said. Like it said the healing process for major family issues is a lifetime process, which is true. It's true, and that's what I'm talking about. It is a lifetime process, and
that's
then
the healing
it's the healing, right? But sometimes it comes to where it's like hate, like. Right?
No, because when you hold that hate, it continue to take your energy away.
How do you feel, Niece? How you feel about it? Let's see how she feels.
I mean, I don't know because, like I said, the people I made outside of the family that I consider my family, they more family than my actual family could ever be in life.
See?
And it be like that. That's why I said it from jump. So, like it's the people that you have around you, or not that you have around you. It doesn't matter if it's blood or not. It's somebody that you love. You created some type of bond with, and you consider that person family. So once you consider that person family in any kind of way, blood or not, that's your family still. Especially blood, regardless. Like you can hate me to the core, but I'm still your daughter.
Right.
We still have the same DNA running through us. Like we can never change that. Never change it. I'm like, Dad, I don't like you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to be around you. None of that. You my father.
So Shanti,
I love you. Stay away. Stay away. I'm gonna keep my distance. Completely. I just want nothing to do with you no more. It's just to keep me sane. Mm-hmm. Keep my heart pure and my energy where it should be. Instead of me putting my energy into you and you wrong me. Right. So I love you from a distance.
Right. So now, Takia want to ask you something.
Yeah.
So Shanti, your father, you from the time before you can even remember, he's called you out of your name. You're telling me you're not gonna love your dad no different.
See,
that's what I'm. This is what I'm saying to you, Ashanti. This is what I'm saying. See, you gotta read.
And it's not like you're doing it in private. Like it's getting done in public in front of people. Like don't matter where you at, anything. is being done. You're telling me you're not gonna love him no different. You're not gonna look at him like.
Yeah, I am. No, that I am.
Hold up, before you answer that, real quick. Prascinda, which is my cousin, right? Prascinda Townsend. He said maybe it's a mental health issue they went through. I would still love just bonding may need more work. I agree with you, love them with kindness. This is what Cindy is right. This is what Prascinda is writing, right? I mean, go ahead, answer it.
Yes, yes, I completely agree. Because it's like the energy that you use to hate that person is energy that you can have that pure energy in your heart, and you can continue to live your good life instead of having that hatred towards somebody. It's gonna hurt them way more than it hurt you by continuing to live life and keeping them where they at. It's gonna hurt that person for you to be like, I still love you, I just want nothing to do with you.
Okay.
I don't want you around me. I don't and you doing good in life.
Right.
You doing good in life. So what you did to me, it didn't stop nothing for me. It didn't stop me in no way. I'm continuing to grow and shine the way that I feel I should. So right. It's like, okay, I love you from a distance. I just don't want to be around you. You are my family. We do share the same blood. Right. I just don't want nothing to do with you.
All right, so one thing, Takir, we gonna Tata, we gonna let you go because we gonna pull Rambo. Rambo, if you still willing to go on, Rambo, we gonna put you up now. Takir, send their cash app, DM their cash app so we can send you the $20 also. All right?
Pin it.
Yeah, pin up the cash app so she can send a request. We gonna pin it up. We gonna call you, get you back. I want to put Rambo up here to get his answers, all right? Love you, Niece.
All right. Love you too, Uncle.
All right. Ram, I'm trying to get you. You gotta accept it now, right? You gotta accept it. But family is difficult, y'all. When we dealing with family, there's so many different things that goes on with family, right? It's just
absolutely.
Oh, all right. What you did, Ram. I hear you. Yeah. I don't see you. I hear you, but I don't see you.
You push the camera. I push the camera.
Yeah, I don't see him. What's going on here?
Well, I can see you. I see myself looking back at me. Let me see something.
I don't see him at all. You see him there? Oh, you see him up there, though. Mm-hmm. So
you can see me now?
So you probably got to cut off there or something. Put down.
You can't see me now?
Now, I see you on the other, on my other cam. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Hold up, let me see.
The camera right.
Yeah, I got him. I see him right here. But yeah, you gotta do something with that one.
I don't know. I'm trying. My camera is set up right. I said I don't know what happened to it. Now look,
Coco.
let me
see him.
Now let me say something, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's go back in the mid 80s, early 90s, the ending of the 90s, when the crack epidemic was tearing apart the fabric community of the black families, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of parents neglected their children, man, and they sisters and their brothers, and they really couldn't have control of themselves because the crack is an addiction. It's not something they would just normally do if they wasn't addicted. But so much pain that was dealt through from that, a lot of family members to this very day don't fuck with their mothers and fathers and stuff like that, or brothers, and the healing process takes forever, and they don't want to be hearing that, especially a woman or girl be like, what? Yo, you remember, bitch, you let some nigga come in there and violate me, and then, and this, that, and the third, and then all the years down the line, you want me to forgive you? Nah, that shit, some of that pain, like you was talking about earlier, molestation, incest, and all of that stuff, it's hard to forgive that, Floyd. I understand what your sister's saying. I love you from a distance, but I don't even want to see you.
No, this is my daughter, Ram.
Oh, that's your daughter?
Yeah, this is my daughter. Ram, hey, yo, Ram.
Oh, man, your daughter.
Hold on, Ram. Yo, Ram. So this is, you remember Bobby, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Bobby Kataba, his sister Kataba.
Right.
This is my daughter from her. This is my first. This is my firstborn right here.
The last time I seen her, she was a little girl.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I got all of them up here, so we all work together. We all working in the business together. This is why this family topic is important, right? Because we all working together with each other. Like I got a business. I opened a business up, right?
Yeah.
With the business, look, my daughter's here. I got my niece. I got my niece here. Just hired her today, right? We just hired my niece today. Trisha, you remember Trisha? Trisha, may she rest in peace. Trisha.
Yeah, man. God, may Allah rest her soul.
Yeah, sure. Her daughter just came in today, so she got hired today. All right.
Okay.
So like we it's family. Family is very important. Need people to understand that. But sometimes family can be just fucked up, man.
Hello, Mom.
Yeah.
You understand? They go Kataba up there now, Rambo. She just checked in now.
Yo,
you know?
and what the old saying? There's an old saying. Sorry to cut you off, Floyd. There's an old saying. It says nobody can fuck you like family can fuck you.
That's it.
I mean, come on, let's be real now. That you got to be careful with family because sometimes in the business, right, you can have the family there and they start doing things that a normal person wouldn't do because they know that you're not going to do nothing to them because that's your family.
Right. And that.
He said, hire me next.
and
Hold on, I'm interviewing. Pull up.
How you feel about that, Floyd?
No, but you right because so there's situations like I went through like with family, right? So like I said, this is my daughter. This is my oldest child, right?
Yeah.
Now, hey Brenda, my oldest child. And look, at the end of the day, I'm not saying there's not gonna be ups and downs when it comes to family, right? There's gonna be ups and downs. But see, it's how you deal with these certain things, right? Like if I consider you as my family, it's a difference than you actually being my family too, right? See, if you're my daughter, right? If you're my daughter, right, or my son, and
Hey,
you disrespect me in a certain way, Ram, it's gonna hurt me to my heart. It's gonna make me feel. It's gonna make me react a certain way, right? If you're someone else, if you're like a friend of mine, and I consider you my family, or a woman, a girl, or, your baby mother, or whoever, right? You bring them into your family. You consider them family. You don't want them fucking you over. You don't want them like basically fucking you in the ass like other people would.
Right. And that's
You understand? So yeah, that saying of family is the one that'll fuck you harder than anyone else. Yes, because look, right? Look, the thing is, like my daughter, she said she don't understand the punchlines, right, Ram? But we older. You understand what this shit? We older, so yeah, she ain't gonna understand it, right? But at the end of the day, right? Family is the ones that fuck you harder than anybody. Family is the ones that bring you down. Family is the ones that, like, they don't want to bring you up. Like, why not come with me and let's elevate instead of you hating on me or seeing what you can get out of me? And, like, we family. So, yes, family, it can work both ways. Then there's situations where molestation and all of that is in there. It takes a big person, whether male or female, right, to forgive a family member for that. Even if the family member still got their head in their ass and don't want the forgiveness, it takes a big man, a big woman to do shit like that. You understand?
Yes.
So, I mean,
I don't want to keep. I know you want to put somebody else on.
Yeah.
Let me pose this question to you and your daughter for 1 second, okay? Do you think that, let's say a family, brother and sister, right? And let me pose this question: does it hold any weight if they violate you in some era, but you don't have the same mother or you don't have the same father, and that's my half brother syndrome come into play? How does that? How do you feel that affects people? Do people have the right to say that's my half sister, that's my half brother? I don't fuck with them like that. We don't have the same mother and father. What do you feel? What y'all feel about that?
How we have anything if we don't got the same mother or same father? And see, this is where you draw the line. See, the difference between that, but the difference between no,
all right, go ahead.
The difference between us having the same blood running through us and you just being my family member that I deemed my family because of what we went through and the time that we had with each other is a big difference. If you cross those lines as you just being someone that I put into my family, a family that I created outside of my bloodline, then there is like, okay, like he's saying violated on to the point of like no return.
Right, but in the sense of like this, right? Like half brother, half sister. So look, what do you consider?
He just said not mother or father.
No.
He said you don't have the same mother or the same father.
Ram,
the same mother or and let's say
you have brother. Right. You got the same. You don't got the same mother, but you got the same father.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Okay, so that's different.
Right.
That's different.
So look,
because that's like me and Ashley.
I was about
I'm
to
supposed
use that. There we go. Let's talk.
Yes,
Let's talk.
That's my sister.
Okay.
That's my sister, regardless of how we don't share the same mother, we share the same father. We still have the same blood running through us. That is always gonna be my sister. I don't know. Maybe y'all have a different outlook on family, but the way that I grew up, we grew up on family. We are very family orientated.
Mm-hmm.
Like through all. So regardless of what happens in that family, we have no choice but to sit down and figure it out as a family because we are family. We had mad shit go wrong in my family. Dad, you know something.
Yeah.
So like we sit down as a family and get through it as a family. I mean, we never had nothing to the extreme where it's like, whoa, you tripping. But we had shit go on and it's like, okay, this, regardless of what, we all share the same blood. And no matter how we feel about it, we can't change that.
Right.
We ain't gonna never stop being family. You could keep your distance or whatever, but I'm still your mother. I'm still your father, cousin, sister, brother, whatever. I'm still that.
Right.
So I still love you. I still love you in a sense of you being my family. Right. And I can't, I'm not speaking for everybody else.
Okay, let's sit there and answer this question, Floyd. Now let's say, right, because this plays out a lot. You have the same father, right?
Yeah.
But it's this. They're in two different households. I wasn't raised with you. You my brother, but you all the way in the Bronx, and I'm all the way down here, and we don't even see each other like that. We wasn't eating together at the table. We wasn't fighting at school together.
Right, but you got the same father.
Siblings like that, Dad.
Right, yeah.
I don't have siblings like
do.
That's
so hold
on.
So Ram. So yeah. So what Ashanti is saying is that basically she has siblings like that. Like I have other kids, right? That's not by the same. It's not by the same mother. Like she do have a brother that's by the same mother, but she, like the other siblings are not. They're by different people, right?
Okay.
Now.
1 second, Mom. We just gonna give him a couple more minutes to explain something, and then we'll let you come up.
Yeah, Todd. Just give 1 second. Requesting a second, right? So what's going on is like this,
I
right?
mess with you differently.
So it's like I got my daughter. Like so, I got a stepdaughter, right? She's not my stepdaughter no more. I'm not married to her mother or none of that, right? But she tells me, my daughter, little kid shit. Your daughter's a crackhead. You could SMD. Like, all this shit that these new kids be saying because they don't get busted in their mouth like how we did when we were younger.
Yeah.
My mother would have punched me in my mouth if I had ever said SMD or anything to her, right? Or she would have killed me, right? She would have shot the shit out of me. So, so the thing is a different generation now with this shit, right? So, my daughter chose, one of my daughters chose to keep the side of her her sister that lived with her mother, other than me, because of me not living with her. and me
That's what I was-
going
that's what I'm
through
getting at.
my endeavors, like, you know, my mishaps in life. Me going through it. Like, look, Ram, you see me grow up in the street, man. And like, you see me how I grew up. I grew up in the streets, hustling around you guys.
With us, yes.
Like,
yes.
I was that was the thing to do with us. You guys taught us how to be men in the street. You understand? So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we learned. This is what we came from. So, like, family, sometimes a lot of brothers and sisters in the street don't know how to deal with family, don't know how to have a family or to treat people in a family. They just know to create chaos. With that being said, Ram, I gotta let you go. Just send me the request on the Cash App. Request on the Cash App, right? We're gonna send you the $20. We got somebody else trying to time in for this $20, all right?
I'm gonna do it afterwards because I wanna stay on the show. I wanna listen.
All right, blessings. I appreciate that.
Blessings. I love you, Floyd.
All right, love you too, Ram.
I'm sure everybody on this live watched that movie,
Yeah.
Holiday Hearts.
Tab, yeah, Holiday
Right?
Hearts, yeah.
I look like I'm ready to be like, get the mic out of there.
Your moms came
I'm
up?
looking at myself on the.
Your moms came up?
Yeah.
Hey, Tab.
Yeah.
What's going on, Tab?
Hey,
Hey,
Like, hey, Rambo, long time no see.
it's just.
Hey, how you
what's
feel?
going on?
I'm great.
Oh, we got both of them up there.
Oh, there you go. All right, there you go.
Oh, what y'all did? Y'all did
Excellent.
something, but now I can't see nothing up here. But all right.
Good to
Look,
hear
I want to touch in on what y'all saying about the kids not having the same mom and dad. And on to what Shanti was saying. And what I'm going to say is this. What I seen with my kids and the kids that's not mine, you know, your other kids, Floyd, what they did as they got older, because they didn't grow up in the same household. They built their own sibling relationship amongst each other by calling each other, meeting up with each other, just getting together on their own. And whatever went from there, went from there.
Mm-hmm.
And they go through their stuff as siblings, but at the end of the day, just like Shanti said, at the end of the day, that's her blood. And nothing stops that, regardless of whether they have the same mother or father. It doesn't matter. It's still my blood. At the end of the day, we still have the same blood in our reign.
Right.
Whether it's a little bit or a lot, both parents or half a parent, it doesn't matter. The blood is still there.
No, and you know what? I agree with that, right? Because look, at the end of the day, like whether they have or you know, four sisters, brothers and sisters, right? You see, listen, if you got my nut in you, your brothers and sisters. It's simple, plain and simple. Right? There's no other way to put it. You know. Now, the thing is that, like Ram and Tab, this podcast is about real shit. This is about this. Shut up, leave your mother alone. This
I'm
is
saying
about.
we both can't be
Don't worry
like
about
a crackhead from Holiday Yards. One of us got
Listen, leave
the
that
other
alone.
side.
You look like the crackhead from Holiday Hearts.
I just join in.
So look, real quick, y'all. So the thing is that
like motherhood.
we as family, like we gonna go through like ups and downs, man, with the family. But because you're not my whole family or whole brother and sister, I don't feel like you should like take a side. Like I had a situation where I took my daughter over the summer, right? Because this is about real shit with us. When we talk on this podcast, we're talking real shit. Real life stories, just so y'all know. No made up shit. Shit we see in the news, shit that's on our heart.
Everyday shit.
Straight up, right? So I go through the summertime, I take my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, up to college. She goes to Syracuse University, 16, right?
Yeah.
So, I go, I run out stuff, I pay for everything to take her up there. She wanted her half sister, the one that she lives with, to come up. Now we already had a problem and stuff. I take her up there. Make a long story short, once we get up there, there's a bunch of bullshit to go on. There's a problem, right? But I'm considering this girl the stepdaughter or whatever, my family, but I'm trying to make my daughter happy. My 16-year-old going to college and be on it like, damn, this is good right here, right? Man, instead of that happening, like me having a good time with my young daughter, her sister steps in and create a big problem. So what do I do with that? Do I love this little girl? She's not my family. She's not. She's her. She have ties to her sister, not to me, right? But she disrespectful. She tell me S&D. She honestly lucky I ain't smacked, but you know.
Whoa.
But you understand what I'm saying, Ram?
Yeah.
What do you do when it comes to that? Do you forgive these little I mean, do you forgive them? Or do you like say, hey, this family? Tab, I want you to answer that. Answer this.
You know why I forgive? You know why I forgive this younger generation? Because they have no idea of the level of disrespect, and somebody just raised them wrong. And that's not my fault. So I have to
You can't even say so much of it being raised wrong.
So
It is social media, television, it's the internet all in
Raised
all.
wrong because if your parent keep you away from that shit, and also you can watch social media and all of that, but it's what your parents teach you and the advice that they give you from the shit that you see on social media. Get your kids off of so much of social media. We didn't have all of that stuff. We went and knocked on each other's doors and asked, can Floyd come outside? Can Rambo come outside to play? These parents today are too fucking lazy to have their kids go the fuck outside and go sit outside in the park with them. They'd rather have them sit there on the fucking computers and the games all fucking day instead of showing them if there's other stuff out there except for technology.
That's a fact.
And that's what it is.
No.
So it does come from the parents.
So I agree, and I agree partially, Tab. Well, I agree. You know why I do agree in way,
Exactly.
right? Because
I agree with
look,
Takia.
So look, this is the thing, right? Like when it comes to this family thing, right, and the way children is being raised, it's not always the family. It's not always the mother and the father. It's not always. The reason why it's not always the mother and the father. Is because like the child, you could be the best of mother and father to the child, and the child, like Ashanti said, you know, they got social media, which is a big thing, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. Nowadays, social media is everything.
Exactly.
If you monitor your kids more instead of sitting there and letting them be on that shit for 24
I
hours
agree.
a day.
That is true, but we also do have to remember, all right, we also do have to remember that, hey, we are not with our children 24 hours of the day. You don't have control of what they're doing when they're not around you. So you can install that into their head and make them understand, okay, this is like teaching them their manners and stuff like that and showing them the right way, but it's up to them. They're gonna do what they want to do. You're not with them 24/7. So it does not matter how you raise your kids. It's what they're being shown, what they think is cool. It has nothing to do with the way you're being raised.
So right now, so right now, real quick, Ram and Ty, we're gonna read the comments that have been coming through. We're gonna read the comments first, and then we're gonna get back to what's at hand. All right?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
He say nobody raised us wrong, but you have to give respect to get it. Then Cassandra say, wait, hold on. It just was on hold.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta look.
All right.
It just swiped over to a different live.
All right.
So, Priscinda said, possibly jealousy, distance from that child, daddy-daughter time.
Talking about what you said, Floyd.
Yeah, what you was talking about with
definitely,
that.
right.
That was the only two things that was said.
All right. So yeah,
Priscilla
definitely.
just said right. I think she was agreeing to what I just said. That was the only
Nah,
thing.
definitely, because look, at the end of the day, look, it's about how you feel as a person, right? On what you're gonna go through, what you went through with family, what you're gonna go through. Yo, Mr. 99, real quick, yo, Ram, you see Mike Murder up there, Ram? See my boy Mike Murder up there, man. Mr. 99. But like I said, with family, when it comes to like with the family, it's about what it is that you're comfortable with forgiving. It's about how far did they cross the line? Like, did they cross the line to the point to where it's you can't forgive? Now, in some cases, like Takia, let me just go to it with that, right? If you waking up, your father is treating you like a person in the street, calling you bitches and hoes and shit, putting his hands on you in the street in front of people, that's a hard pill to swallow, y'all. That's what I'm trying to get to, y'all. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's not something you can say, I forgive you. Because look, sitting here, this, like I said, this is my first daughter. I'm a demon in the street, right? But this is my first daughter. I can't picture me or someone else putting their hands on her, right? I'm not gonna wake up because I feel a way and curse my daughter out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to tell her that she's a queen, that she's worth more than what people perceive her as. I'm not gonna put her down, belittle her, and treat her like she dirt under my feet. That's not cool. That's not family. That is not family. And me personally, I can't forgive that. See, you can say whatever you want to me. We can get past it, right? Even though words hurt. But I could come to you, I could talk to you. I could try to forgive you with it, right?
Yeah.
So
and you know something, Floyd, sorry to cut you off. Before I go, right? A lot of families these days, I can't help from saying the era has changed. But families don't really communicate like they used to. Mm-hmm. Like we used to communicate. Like my daughter, a lot of daughters can't even feel like the girls. So you got to give respect to get it. A lot of young women feel they can't discuss things with their parents, with their father, without them feeling some kind of way. If they're having some issues with a dude or something like that, without them feeling their father or their mother might feel a certain way about them. So, you know, like us, Floyd, we go up and stuff like that.
Fear something into them to make them feel
let him say it, but let him finish. I want to, because he's going to go.
Right, I'm gonna ask her a question, right? Now, you know they say daughters cling to the father and sons cling to the mother. And I want to ask you something. Is there anything that you would withhold from telling your father if you have an issue or a problem? And I don't care what it is.
No. I tell both of my parents everything. and I don't care how neither one of them is going to feel about it, you still got to love me. And why am I holding it back? Y'all my parents. I will want my parents to know what's going on in my life. Especially if it's something that's dramatic, like something that's changing my life in a drastic way, and I need my parents. No, I'm telling both of my parents. It's not nothing that I'm holding back from either one of them.
She's right, man.
I talk to both of them about everything. I'm completely open and I ain't biting my tongue.
So Ram, real quick, right?
I respect them.
Then I'll let you go ahead, right? Real quick. My daughter do tell us, she tells me everything. Like we talk to the point to where my brother T, you remember T? My brother T? He started boxing and shit. Like he asked me, you know, like, yo, like, how do you have that relationship where you can talk like certain stuff in front of your daughter? It's my daughter. It's my oldest daughter. I don't have nothing to hide from her. Yeah, we can have these sex conversations and shit up here, and I don't feel no way about it.
Though. I ain't gonna tell that. Hey, Dad, you know, and I did this.
Exactly, because I don't want to know all that.
But I'm comfortable enough to talk to my dad,
yeah, we talk. And you know me, Ram, like, I talk with my girls as if they was my, you know, like, they my homies, they my friends, they my daughters, my kids. But they know that I'm their father at the end of the day, right? So I'll sit there and we might have a conversation about how a girl doing me or something. They probably give me some advice on what to do with dealing with a female. You understand what I'm saying? So we talk, and that is a good thing to have with your daughters.
Right. and real quickly, the reason why I brought that up, because, you know, with the designer drugs, the Molly, the Henny, and things, and sometimes, you know, young women and men, they make mistakes, you know, and they want to bring it to the parent, they want to bring it to the father, but they believe that they can't because, you know, the father or the mother gonna feel a certain way about them. Now, y'all guys got communication. So let me give an example, right? A girl goes to a party, right? She gets drunk, overly drunk. She gets mollied up or whatever, and they go back to a crib, and everybody's having sex with each other. Or she has sex with 2 or 3 guys, and she's feeling really bad about it, and things of that nature. Or she did something, some kind of sexual act that she feels so guilty about. That shit could fuck around and you know, and have her not follow her dreams and her aspirations to be what she want to be. That's sometimes a lot of that shit takes the self-esteem out of a young woman. So, you know, that's what I'm saying is that communication.
I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but no, nobody else is. I can't speak for everybody else, but me. In a situation like that you just explained, I'm telling both of my parents. Cause that's gonna send me into some type of depression or something like that. Because now I'm feeling down about myself. I feel like I you know, did the wrong thing, and now I gotta try to figure out how to bring myself back up. So I'm gonna speak to both of my parents and see like where I went wrong and how can I fix it. I'm comfortable enough to go to both of them. Yo, I messed up. I did X, Y, and Z. Now what?
Right. See?
But everybody is not comfortable like that. Everybody not comfortable enough.
People kill theyself for stuff like that. Because they can't talk to their parents or like a family member or someone that they trust around them. So they hold that on themselves and, you know, beat themselves up and everything, and it start to weigh on them. They end up doing drugs or becoming an alcoholic or whatever they end up doing in their life is probably because they didn't have their parents to talk to. Their parents didn't make them feel comfortable enough to come to them about anything.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, so it's up to the parent to make the child feel comfortable enough to come and talk to you about anything.
All right.
Your parent has to open that door. That has nothing to do with the child. Your parent has to open that door. Your parent has to make you feel comfortable enough to come to them with anything. Yes, there's going to be certain things as a child, though, not as an adult, because I feel like as an adult, you're able to, you know, speak your opinion in certain kind of ways, because it's like now, dad or mom, I'm an adult. Like, you feel me? My opinion is my opinion.
Tab, we want to know
so,
your
like,
opinion.
they
also
have to understand your opinion as an adult, which they do have to understand your opinion as a child too. But you know how when you're a child and you do something, it's like, okay, I may get in trouble, so I don't want to go tell my parent this because
you gotta choose which parent you gonna go talk to now.
But it's like, you know, if your parent kept that door open with you from a young age to let you know you can come to me and talk to me about anything without being judged. Yeah, I may scream at you, curse you out, or whatever, put you on punishment. But understanding I'm listening to you as a person, because what people don't understand is kids are just little humans, like they us. We're big humans, they're little humans. We all have feelings, emotions, and everything. They feel the same way we feel. When our feelings are hurt, like, and we, like, you know, react off of our feelings being hurt, or we shutting down because of us not, you know, understanding something in some kind of way. Kids do the same thing. They literally us, but in smaller bodies. So we have to understand them and acknowledge the fact that they're human as well.
And that's what these, and let me say, sorry to cut you off, and that's what these platforms are for. Young
See, that's hard.
Adult women like yourself, right? Reaching out to parents, like, and letting older parents know, older school parents, younger school parents, that listen, you have to communicate with your children, because when something happens to them, they need to reach out to you. Like me, my daughter will be 40. I'm never gonna never stop being a father. She always call me, your dad this, your dad that. So this platform need to be opened up more. I don't care whether it's on, this kind of platform or even having an engagement, a speaking engagement, and getting parents in there to understand that this is partly on them. Like, yo, you got to communicate with your children, let them know that you love them enough and that you can tell anything. Tell them, you know what I mean? Because they need to get out there because this is a big issue today.
It
with
is.
these kids, yeah. Let me see what you was going to say.
Yeah, but it starts with the parents. Well, I'm sorry.
It is, and I'm gonna say and it does because with me, like, okay, me and Floyd, right? We had our daughter. Okay, she's here, but as a child, he was away a lot. Because of his trouble, he was away a lot. So him and her didn't get that bond like me and her did as coming up. But now, when they did get together, it was like a kind of like a clash because Floyd wants to play dad as to a child because that is his child. But like I had to tell him, remember I had to tell you, Floyd, like you have to understand the difference between raising your child and being a parent to an adult child. There's a difference with that.
It's a difference.
There's a big difference because she's no longer a child; she is an adult now. So you have to be able to talk to your children as adult, not come in as yes. They know that you're their father. They know that part. They know you're the parent. They know that you love them. They know all of that. But if you can't try to keep treating them like they're a little child, they're adults and doing their own thing out. You can't come at them that way. And I'm happy that Shanti and Floyd did get that understanding and got the bond that they do have today.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, because you see us here, right here, right? So look, real quick, y'all, I'm going to let y'all stay here because, like, at the end of the day, it is our time, right? We about to jet, right? But I want to say this right here. Like, family, man, family is difficult. Like, sometimes family, you love them to infinity. And you just, you love them to their life and want to help them through every and anything. And then there's that times where you don't love family, where family just like, you feel like they sucking the life out you. They pulling you down and just draining you for everything you have. Look, when you in these situations right here, you have to choose what's best for yourself. Just to be honest with you, right? You have family that will help you to heal yourself, and then you have family that will like just bring you down and just keep bringing you down, right? So when you have these type of situations, right, that comes, you want to separate yourself. No matter how it may feel, you want to separate yourself. I went through a situation in my life that I have dealt with people, and sometimes, they hurt me to the heart, where my heart hurts a lot. And then you have to find a way. You have to find a way within yourself to just love yourself a little more than you love the other people, right? So you can move on and you can heal, and then you can continue to help the people that you want to help, whether they're family biological or whether they're family that you just made family. Listen, until next time, right? Ivy Lee, y'all, we gonna sign off, right? But listen, we want y'all to join us. We always giving away cash giveaways, and we always looking for people to work. All right, so we will post it up, let you guys know where we're located at, and we always looking for people to work. I thank you guys. Yes, we're trying to bring something up to Albany.
Nephew, you ain't let me know about this work. Man, shit, I'm workable.
Yeah, so Ram, what we'll do, we'll talk. Most likely tomorrow, you can just hit me up, right? I'll post my number. I'll DM you so you can have my number, but most likely tomorrow we'll talk about that situation right there. But right now, the address for us that we always hiring people, is 81 Franklin Street, Belleville, New Jersey. All right, it's the blue door. You come up here, we give you an interview. All right, we don't turn nobody away. This is legal. Come up here with all your paperwork, or don't come at all. Right? Until next time, Ivy Lee, we sign.